In the cool, gentle breeze of a quiet morning, a mother bird sat upon her nest, high in the sheltering arms of an old oak tree. The world was just beginning to wake, sunlight filtering through leaves, dappling the ground below in patterns of gold and green. Within the nest, nestled among soft feathers and twigs, were 3 small eggs, each trembling with the promise of life. One by one, the eggs began to crack. The mother bird watched, her heart swelling with hope and love as her babies emerged into the world. Their eyes were closed, their feathers damp and ruffled, but their tiny hearts beat with fierce determination. The smallest of the 3, a little bird with pale downy plumage, struggled more than the others. It took her longer to break free, and even as she finally emerged, she was smaller, weaker, quieter. Days passed, and the nest was filled with the sounds of chirping and fluttering. The 2 larger chicks grew stronger each day, stretching their wings and clamoring for food. The littlest bird, however, found it harder to compete. She was shy and timid, often left behind as her siblings jostled for the best spot. The mother bird, ever watchful, did her best to feed and nurture all her children, but she knew that the world outside the nest would not always be so gentle. As the chicks grew, the time came for them to learn to fly. The mother bird demonstrated, leaping from the nest with graceful ease, soaring through the air before returning with encouraging chirps. The 2 larger chicks were eager to follow. One after another, they clambered to the edge of the nest, flapped their wings, and launched themselves into the open sky. Their first flights were clumsy, but they managed to soar, their confidence growing with each beat of their wings. The littlest bird watched, her heart pounding with fear and longing. She wanted so much to join her siblings, to feel the wind in her feathers, to explore the world beyond the safety of the nest. But doubt gnawed at her. What if she wasn't strong enough? What if she fell? What if she failed? Every time she crept to the edge of the nest, her courage faltered, and she retreated to the comfort of her mother's wings. Days turned to weeks, and soon the nest was empty, save for the littlest bird and her mother. The mother bird nudged her gently, singing songs of encouragement and hope. She told her daughter stories of distant lands and soaring heights, of storms weathered and obstacles overcome. But she knew that ultimately the decision to fly belonged to her chick alone. One evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky with hues of orange and purple, the littlest bird gazed at the horizon. She watched other birds soar and dive, their wings catching the fading light. Deep within her, a spark flickered, a yearning to discover what lay beyond, to find her place in the sky. She remembered her mother's words, that every bird has within them the power to fly, but it is up to them to believe in that power. Summoning every ounce of courage, the littlest bird shuffled to the edge of the nest. Her heart raced, her tiny body trembling. She closed her eyes and felt the wind brushing against her feathers, whispering promises of freedom and adventure. For a moment she hesitated, fear threatening to hold her back. But then she took a deep breath, spread her wings, and leaped. For a brief, terrifying instant, she plummeted. The ground rushed up to meet her, and panic surged through her. But then, instinct took over. She flapped her wings, awkward at first, then stronger, more confident. The air caught beneath her, lifting her up, carrying her higher. With each beat, she rose, the world unfolding below her in all its vast beauty. She soared above the trees, her fear replaced by exhilaration. The wind sang through her feathers, and she felt a joy she had never known before. She realized in that moment that the power to fly had always been within her. All she needed was the courage to try, the faith to believe in herself. As she circled back towards the nest, she spotted her mother perched on a branch, watching with pride. The littlest bird alighted beside her, her chest swelling with accomplishment. She had done it, she had flown. The mother bird nuzzled her gently, her eyes shining. "You see," she whispered, "the world is vast and full of wonder. There will be storms and challenges, but you have within you all the strength you need. Never forget that your wings are made for soaring, and your spirit is meant to rise." And so, the littlest bird embraced her newfound freedom. She explored the forests and fields, met other birds, and discovered hidden joys in each new day. There were times when she stumbled, times when the wind was fierce and the sky darkened with clouds. But with each challenge, she remembered that first leap, that moment of faith when she had trusted the power within herself. The story of the little bird is a reminder to us all. Each of us, no matter how small or uncertain we may feel, carries within us a wellspring of strength, courage, and potential. The journey to realizing our dreams is rarely easy. There will be doubts that whisper we are not enough, fears that threaten to hold us back. But it is in facing these challenges, in daring to take that first leap, that we discover what we are truly capable of. The power within you is not something that can be given or taken away. It is a gift you are born with, a light that shines even when the world feels dark. When you find yourself standing on the edge of something new and unknown, remember the little bird. Remember that it is okay to be afraid, but do not let fear decide your path. Trust in your wings. Trust in your heart. Take that leap. As you spread your wings and soar, you will inspire others to do the same. You never know who might be watching, quietly hoping for the courage to follow your example. Just as the little bird found her strength, so too can you unlock the power within yourself. The sky is vast, the world is waiting, and your journey is only beginning. Believe in the power within you. Take that leap. You were born to fly. If this story made you pause, even for a moment, to think about what truly matters, then maybe, like me, you're ready to stop chasing and start living. If it touched you, feel free to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories that help us grow together.